Wish I could do this all the time. Alright. For the last time, the last game of this series, spawning in the top right position of the map that is Star Station is going to be Evil Geniuses ThorZaIN. And in the bottom right, as our blue Protoss player, it is Verdi. Have fun, says ThorZaIN. He's such a nice guy. Really, this ThorZaIN is actually quite a nice fellow. Quite a mannered chap, as it were. One map to play off, he says. So these players, both of them, really want to get out of these groups and make it into the round of 16. So we are going to have to see. You know, this map is going to have quite a bit of value to it, he says. Exiting, it is quite exiting, I must say, to think about. ThorZaIN opening up with a barracks this game. We could see him go for some kind of gas play. Anything is possible when you have ThorZaIN on the field. No gas just yet. Oh my goodness, what a crazy day of games. ThorZaIN showing off some sick Hellbat play. 4GG coming up with a very creative stim timing. Just so many really good games that we've seen so far in the DreamHack Stockholm Open. But SCV is going to get sent out now. Looks like he's just going to go with Scout with this. So ThorZaIN appears to want to go for another one barracks fast expand, which is fine. But this is also a map where Verdi's aggressive tendencies could end up paying off some big dividends. We'll have to see. The SCV will be able to scout out Verdi pretty quickly. Gas being taken, and is now going to start mining that second gas. I kind of like how the way that he adds the probes on here. I'm saturated, so I'm not going to take probes off. I'm just going to chrono boost out my probes into the gas to help fill it up. Which is, it's just a very interesting way of thinking about how you do that. But ThorZaIN, second supply depot. He's got the command center on the way. No bunker just yet. No additional barracks. There is the additional barracks for ThorZaIN. So we'll probably see him go for that same style again with his fast second gas follow-up. He could go for a third barracks, but I just feel like since he got the second rack so soon, it might not be as likely. But we'll have to see. Yeah, there's the refineries being taken by ThorZaIN. His SCV sees everything that it needs to see. The amount of chrono boost energy is not a lot, so it is looking like an economic build, but there's a zealot, so ThorZaIN blocking the natural will be a bit silly. And it does appear that Verdi will go for a one gateway fast expand this map. Mothership core coming out as well. And there's the Nexus. Now ThorZaIN's command center is going to be finishing up pretty soon. It is now done. We do have the gas being taken. So we're probably going to see another reactor first from ThorZaIN. There's the reactor, and then the tech lab once these Marine comes out. So this should be pretty solid. I gotta say, we do have a Sentry coming out now for Verdi. The Mothership core beginning to accumulate some energy and a robotics facility. So he's going to be able to get the detection up to deal with anything like a really fast Widowmine play or anything terribly scary. So Tech Lab coming in now for ThorZaIN's second barracks. Engineering Bay as well. And, yeah, he's kind of being calm, collective. He's throwing down the supply depots in places where they'll be able to spot things coming towards his base. And, well, both pushes macroing out. ThorZaIN's actually he's gonna eke out that one Reaper to be able to scout with again, which isn't bad. Seeing a Reaper at this point in the game is usually very unusual. Oxymorons, but it definitely isn't. It's definitely not a terrible idea. I kind of like this, going for this, just to be able to scout with it. Scout in the mid game where information is even more valuable. So, Warp Gate is done now for Verdi. He is beginning production of his observers to be able to see what's going on. Factory now coming in for ThorZaIN, and this is a pretty nicely timed factory. He'll be able to get his good fast stim up again, and well. Gateways continuing to warp in, finishing up very soon. Taking the gas in his natural expansion. I feel like on this map, with how hard it is to get a third, that there's really not that it's really not that bad of an idea to go for a bit of aggression as Protoss, but ThorZaIN will be able to scout pretty much everything. Sees, okay, Robotics Bay coming in, and taking a third is so hard on this map that you can't really just get that Forge play that we saw, the fast Twilight, the fast Forge, before moving into the moving into the rest of the economic setup, really. So getting the fast Colossus is definitely a good play here from Verdi. And now the Marines and Marauders moving out towards the natural. His stim is going to be done very soon. We could see him just try to poke out without any medevacs, and that's what it looks like he's going to do. Quite a few Marines and Marauders here. Is ThorZaIN going to try to go make some magic happen? He probably wants to wait for the medevacs just because stim is one of those things that can really hurt you when there are force fields available. So we should see a swap onto this reactor for the starport, a couple medevacs, and with the medevac boost, they will actually be able to catch up to this bioforce before they're really too far extended. Interesting to see that ThorZaIN is actually going to get his third barracks before he gets up a third command center. It's not a huge deal, but I feel like that's a bit of a greedy thing that you can do. And the observer, the cloaked observer, has a shadow. What an interesting. How? Yeah, that just boggles my mind, man. Magic everywhere. But ThorZaIN waiting for those medevacs to come out. The first Colossus is on the way. Will be done very, very soon for Verdi. And he's going to throw in another gateway. Twilight Council. He's getting 1-1 as well. So I feel like with this, we could see the one Colossi fake out. He hasn't gotten Colossi range. So what this build is basically designed to do is make you think he's going Colossi, and then he just goes straight into Templar, gets the Twilight Council, gets charge up, and just goes for a very, very powerful mid-game of Charge Lot Archon, or just getting straight High Templar. Which can cause a lot of Terran players to invest heavily into Vikings, and then, well, only one Colossi with no range, you don't really have to worry about Vikings very much as the Protoss player. But Factory now coming in for ThorZaIN. He's going to be able to spot a lot of things here. A couple extra gateways going up, and total gateway count is actually going to become pretty substantial. He's moving up to about 7 gateways. So this is, or 6, I can't count. No, it's 7. Okay, he's hiding that gateway on me. But 7 gateways off of 2 bases with a robotics facility is kind of interesting. It's largely just going to go for a large number of charge lots, I assume. But he hasn't yet started his 2-2 yet. His 1-1's about to complete. So if he makes an investment into that, he should be okay. But this factory, he can actually click on the Colossus and see that it does not have the range upgrade. There's 2 photon overcharges available on the mothership core, and ThorZaIN actually doesn't want to lose this factory right now. He won't be able to get a second starport or an armory, and he's actually going to immediately just get an armory, thinking, okay, well, that could be it for that one, so I will take care of that. Doesn't look like he's going to get a fast second starport, though, which is okay, because his opponent isn't actually going Colossi, but Ghost Academy coming up, and ThorZaIN's not going to be fooled. He's like, okay, we got Twilight Council, and you got all this. Why would I worry about this? The Bioforce is primarily positioned to prevent Verdi from getting a third base, and on this map, it is so hard to get a third. As a Protoss player, he's just sitting here in Park, but there's charge now done for Verdi, but he does not have the crazy upgrades that he had in the previous game. He does have 1-1, which is fine, but so does ThorZaIN, and we're starting this 2-2 shortly. One Marine does get picked off, and see, the thing is, if ThorZaIN can just get his army in a good spread, a good arc around this this Protoss force, he can really mitigate the splash damage of the Colossus, especially considering that without the range upgrade, Colossi have the same amount of range as a Marauder. So, like, this is this is like a kind of an interesting situation. But another gateway actually was added on here, and so many gateways for Verdi. Moving up to 10 gates, this is looking like he's just going to wait. He's going to build up a big force and just try to completely shatter ThorZaIN into smithereens. But ThorZaIN, I mean, he's getting ghosts out. He's got the Mobius reactor about to complete right before his ghosts do finish. So he's doing what he needs to do, and this probe wants to place a proxy pylon, but it's not going to be able to. And Verdi can take a third base with this, or he can just go for a big all-in. Well, a bit premature Guardian Shield activation right there, but I guess that happens to all of us sometimes. And now he is going to be moving over towards ThorZaIN's third base, and ThorZaIN realizing, okay, you got a lot of stuff. I'm just going to lift my third up. I'm going to retreat with this. I have ghosts out. All I need are a couple of clutch EMPs, and you don't have as many Templars as you did last time. But Verdi wants to win this game, and he wants to win this right now. So many charge lots. Yet again, another situation where I feel having that factory could be useful for getting Hellbats versus this mass charge lot composition. He's got the +2 armor, the +1 attack. He's moving in. An EMP will clip some of these units. Great feedback on the Ghost, though. ThorZaIN not able to shut down these storms. The one Colossus is almost completely dead, though. Proxy pylons being warped in by Verdi. He's bringing forth for the storms. And now the Ghosts are positioning themselves in front. He's trying to get a bunker on the top of this ramp, which is kind of cute. But if you can get rid of the... Oh, some great feedbacks. He gets an EMP. Looks like most of the storms have been mitigated, but he does get one down, and so much damage hitting this. Oh, no. He only needs a couple of storms. The Bioforce is so weak. The SCVs have to be pulled. ThorZaIN is probably going to lose this game here. Such a great series of storms from Verdi. And... Oh, hallucinated Colossus. The units he's rallying out need to stop all of this. He's lost a lot. He's behind in SCVs now. He's behind an army. Those storms just killed everything. I mean, I don't know about ThorZaIN's hygiene, but he took a nice shower right there, and well, he got a pretty reasonable number of forces. But there's just so much here. There's all of the storms. I have to say, Verdi's feedbacks were sick on those Ghosts. He wasn't able to get any snipes off at all prior to this fight, and 63 supply to 144, and this could be the end of ThorZaIN for this tournament if he can't get any further maps here. Oh no, the Stardust pushing in. There's the GG, well played, and Verdi managing to take game number 3, and with that, this match. So that was a bit brutal, and that's just kind of that's just how he wants to play. I guess that's just how Verdi wants to roll. And ThorZaIN, he had everything that he needed, but Verdi just out-microed him there in that engagement. He got the perfect feedbacks on those Ghosts. ThorZaIN tried to send the Ghosts out to snipe Templar. He tried to go, maybe drop an EMP, shatter the energy, but he got fed back. He got feedbacked every time. And, well, that can lose you games when you're getting all-in off of 2 bases. So, and you can also your opponent may also all-in you off 2 bases if you prevent them from getting a 3rd. So, yeah, I don't know how many more matches we have. I'm scheduled to do Hero Zenio, but I don't know if this match, if they've started playing it yet because I just did that match. But we will see. I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. Thank you guys for tuning in so far. This is the DreamHack Stockholm Open 2013. I'm Nathanias, and just be cool.